Internet! So, as you may or may not be able to tell, based on my general essence as a human, I am not a doctor, and neither is my mom, although she can do anything, because she's amazing, because she's my mom. That being said, despite what I like to think about myself, my word is not golden. Everything you're about to hear is based on personal experiences from the past, and if having ADHD has taught me anything, it's that everyone's brains work differently. So please make sure to always check in with your doctor. Also, always check in with the doctor, because he's really cool. Okay, but the word vomiting that is about to ensue should be helpful in some way to you, I hope. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Nailed it! Boom! Woo! So long! One of the questions that was repeated by multiple people in some form or another, or questions/statements, was, I'm embarrassed that I have ADHD. I feel bad that I have ADHD. I have self-esteem issues because I have ADHD. Do you have self-esteem issues? Do you ever feel bad? Those kinds of questions. To everything, yes, I have self-esteem issues. Yes, I always have had self-esteem issues. Yes, I feel badly sometimes. It makes me feel bad about myself, makes me feel like less of a person, makes me feel like I'm not doing anything right. Yes, I have all of these feelings. I have been there. They have been worse at times. If you are a young teenager, or you've been recently diagnosed regardless of age, a lot of times that is a period of time where it's very, very difficult. The feelings of self-consciousness and feeling stupid or uncool or like no one likes you or like you're a loser, all of those things are very normal. We've all been there, we've all felt them. I present an air of not giving a crap, and I present an air, especially online, of being incredibly confident. But if you know me in real life, not exactly the case. However, I'm a big fan of the faking it till you make it motto in life, where you just pretend that you're confident and then eventually sometimes you're confident. In terms of feeling self-conscious about your ADHD and embarrassed about having ADHD, I think the biggest thing that's helped me is a switch on perspective about what ADHD is. And very recently I was having a conversation with Anna, who is the Buttered Noodles. We were having a conversation about ADHD and about what it means to have ADHD. And something that she said to me was basically, if we stop looking at it as a diagnosis and stop looking at it as something wrong and start looking at it as something alternative, something different, it kind of can change your perspective and the world's perspective on it. So in our society, the people who were first successful were people who were, quote, neurotypical, I guess, and that's why society is based. It's like, oh, you have to learn this way because that's how everybody learns. But that's not the way it works. In fact, most people learn differently. Everybody's brains work differently, and if we don't look at ADHD as a disability, as a problem, but instead look at it as it's just how some people work. Some people can just read an entire book in one sitting, and some people can't even read a paragraph before getting distracted. A big game changer for me personally was changing my perspective on what ADHD was. The other thing that's been harder for me, but that is also something I have to constantly remind myself of, is that most people don't care. Most people really could give less than an F about what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you're confident in yourself and what you like, and you don't completely doubt yourself and everything, hard, you're more likely to inspire confidence in others and who you are as a person. I have to say that if you feel like you're weird because you have ADHD, you're not. You're probably just weird because you're weird. And by that I mean I'm super freaking weird. I don't even think there's such thing as normal, but if there were, I'm like the complete opposite as a human being. So embracing your weird is a surefire way to make yourself feel better about yourself. I think acknowledging that everyone has self-esteem issues is also really important. Knowing that you're not alone in that, knowing that everyone feels weird. As you get older, people generally mature and become less of assholes. But for the most part, a lot of the times when we feel incredibly embarrassed or stupid or silly about something we're doing, no one else is noticing. And I think that's one of those things you keep in mind. It's okay to feel bad sometimes. I'm not saying that, oh, why would you feel bad? It's stupid. It makes sense because we live in a society where we are constantly reminded that we're different. We are bombarded on a regular basis with the fact that we're different. In school, every day, you are reminded that your brain isn't working the way it's expected to work. But finding finding a balance between knowing who you are and being confident in that, and also presenting a acceptable person to the world around you. A lot of times there's very little you actually have to change, and it's just about developing those 1 or 2 skills to kind of cope with the world around you. One of the things I'm most guilty of and I'm most self-conscious about is my tangential thinking, where we'll be in a conversation, I'll immediately veer off to some other topic. I do it a lot in my videos too. The amount of editing I have to do of that is ridiculous. That is one of those instances where I tend to point it out and be like, oh, sorry, where were we talking about? I completely went off track. And people appreciate that you acknowledge that, and then you go back to whatever you were talking about, and it's as simple as that. And sometimes that's all you need to do, I guess. People are a lot more forgiving than you think. I think that's the most important thing to remember. Yes, I have dealt with self-esteem, self-confidence, feeling embarrassed about having ADHD, all of those things. And I still struggle with them, some more regularly than others. Expressing when you're feeling down, whether it's to your parents, to your friends, to your teachers. Seeking out help when you're feeling like that is probably your best bet, and saying, I feel very self-conscious because of this. And expressing that. Most people want you to feel good about yourself. Most people want everybody to feel happy. Don't you want people, you don't want people around you to be sad, right? So you're normal, I promise. The biggest thing is changing your perspective, seeing it not as something that makes you worse or bad or stupid or wrong or messed up, but seeing it as something that simply makes you a little different. Seeing it as something that is just an alternative. Going with navy blue instead of cerulean, you know, is just slightly different. It's not bad though.
Hi Internet, Happy New Year. Thank you for watching this video. This is going to be the last video for the Q&A ADHD. I know I didn't get to answer all of the questions. I'm really sorry about that, but a lot's been going on, so I didn't get another chance to sit down with my mom. But I'm really proud of the videos that did come out of this, so I hope you enjoyed them. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. One little update, there's a lot going on right now, so I am going to take a teeny tiny break from making videos. It's all good things that are happening, and it's all very exciting, but I just need to get my ducks in a row before I can really focus on stuff again. So a couple of weeks I'll probably restart making videos in February. I just needed you to know that that's kind of going on, so you won't see me for a couple of weeks, even though this one's late too. Sorry about that. And then I'll be back and better than ever in February. So thank you again for watching, and I guess that's it for now. I love you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye. Bye-bye.